So am I audible to everyone?
Yeah, you
Just
are
confirm.
audible, and there is a request to all the interns. Within the topic, if you have any kind of doubt or queries, na, simply you can raise the hand. So sir can address the query. Because अगर आप randomly unmute करके बोलेंगे, तो this session will turn become a Q&A session. तो कोई query हो, you can raise your hands. So,
Correct.
sir, please,
And
sir, please carry on.
yes, last of the session we'll give some time to like raise your query, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So yeah, hi everyone. So I'm Satyajit. I'm working with Infosys, and during the Infosys, I worked on a lot of projects. It's like Axis Bank project I worked on. I developed a lot of software during my interval of time. Previously, I worked with Hindustan Unilever's company, that is One Nation Network India Private Limited, and I during my interval I developed a lot of software, a lot of website. So I am taking care of your all your batch. I'll be responsible person to teach you front end, back end, as well as databases. So on a very short note, we will start today's session. Okay. So if you have any query, as sir suggested, please raise your hand. So I'll pick your question and will let you know. Okay. So we are going to start from the Mongo merge stack. So what is merge stack? Correct. I'm sharing my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen. Okay. Is it visible for you? Okay, Deepak. Okay, Deepak, you have any question? You raise your hand. Okay. My screen is visible, right? Okay.
Perfectly visible.
Okay. So we starting from the introduction of the merge stack that we're going to learn inside the project. So in that, M stand for MongoDB. So if you heard the term first time, you don't have to worry about that. We will get back to you like later on. So just understand like what is the like specific things that's come into the MERN tech stack. Okay, and here E stand for Express.js. Okay, R stand for React.js, and N stand for Node.js. I'll give you a brief idea. What is how website works? Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. My audio visible.
Yes, you're audible.
Sir, my question is, sir, placement support, sir,
Sorry.
placement, sir, मेरा क्वेश्चन जो है ना सर प्लेसमेंट से रिलेटेड है सर प्लेसमेंट सपोर्ट कब तक देते हैं आप लोग
Placement support you asking, right?
यस सर
So you like our faculty will get back to you regarding the same question, but I'm responsible person to teach you the stuff. Like I'm the technical person to the team. So you will get your like we will our team will get back to you shortly. Okay.
यस सर ओके ओके
Okay. So how a website work? Okay. So let's consider this is our browser. Okay. Let's say this is a browser. That might be Chrome or any other browser that you are using. Correct. We're taking example of Chrome. Correct. And in another hand, we have server side. So this is our server, and in another hand, we have database here. Cool. So how website work? First, whenever we go to the website, that is the front end part. Everything you see in the website, that is the front end. I'll give you an example of the same. So we will give example of the chat gpt. Okay, very trending tool, rendering tool recently, everyone can like use that. So whatever the screen you can see, like the screen is visible for you, right? So all the things we called as the front end part, and this is made up of React that we are going to use inside the project. So for that, a prerequisite is like we should know HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So let's consider this is our front end part. That once we hit the request, suppose I'll give you example. Suppose we hitting request like hey. So later on we got a response from the server, that is hello, how can I assist you. So the response you can see this getting from the backend. So backend means server part, like whatever the server that we like connected to the front end. So this request we send a request like hey, and we got a response that is hello, how can I assist you. Okay, so this response we got from the backend, correct. So this is our front end, that is the browser. And this hit the request to the server part, and from the server we got the response. Okay, so we send request here and we got response here. Okay, if server need to communicate, like so if server need any other like additional data, then server like connected to the database. So database will respond accordingly, and we will get database will respond to the server. So server and database are interconnected to each other, they are like having communication to each other. And front end, like front end means like the Chrome browser or any other browser that you are using, this connected to server part. We can also say this is the API, the server that we are going to this, you can also say API part. Okay. Okay, so for the front end we are using React.js to develop the front end part. Okay, and for the back end part we are using Node.js and Express.js. Okay, to store the data we are using MongoDB. I hope you got like overall idea like how system is working, correct? So the front end part that we are going to build by using React.js, this runs on the browser, same like Chrome or any other Firefox browser, correct? Then the front end interact with the like server side, that is API, which we're going to build in the by using Node.js and Express.js. And at last, if server need any extra details or extra data, then server interact to the database part, and accordingly server database respond to the server. So one thing is very clear, if you can see React.js, here is also JS, Node.js, Express.js, and MongoDB also kind of JSON data formatting tool. So all one thing is very common here, JavaScript, correct? JS means JavaScript, correct. So what is the benefit to learn the merge tech stack? So first benefit come into our mind is like you don't have to learn a lot of language, just have to make your mastery into JavaScript. By using JavaScript you can develop your front end. By using React.js you can develop your Node.js backend part, that is by using Node.js and Express.js. Also the data you see in the like MongoDB database part, that is also related to the JavaScript part. So you don't have to worry about learning a lot of languages, only JavaScript learning is sufficient to become a full stack developer. Okay, now I think you overall got the idea like how system is working, how it like interact with each other. Okay, so our prerequisite is to learn the front end part. We get to know, we should have idea about HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, so once we get familiar with the three stuff, then we will like will become a like full stack like front end like developer. So first we start with the HTML, later we move to the CSS, later we jump to the JavaScript. Then once we get proficient in the three tech stack, then we move to the React.js part. Okay, so once we complete our React.js, we can say we are like front end developer. So we move to the another step, that is come to the backend part, that is we are going to make into Node.js. So Node.js is responsible to make the logic in the backend part, logic in backend. Okay, and Express.js that we are going to backend, that to create APIs. So if you are not aware like what is API and all, so you don't have to worry, you will get to know once our courses like begins. Get in touch. Okay, so this is the front end part. Again, I just mentioned you. So this is how system work in MongoDB database. Now we start with the basics of the HTML. Okay, so you have to be with me to start this. So we have one like empty folder here. So I'm going to open the folder in the VS Code, very like familiar tool. Okay, so now you'll get to see this kind of stuff when you open your like folder into the VS Code. You just have to create one file here. that will be index.html. You can give any other name, but you can like index.html is like a preferable way to give. That's coding standard. We can consider this is the entry point of the same. So this kind of screen will pop up in front of you. So this is the empty file that we have created, that is html page. Okay, so you have to like give shift 1, that is exclamation mark symbol, and press enter. Once you press enter, this boilerplate will come into your screen. So by seeing this code, you don't have to worry, like this is the basic code that I'm going to explain everything, so don't worry about it. Okay, so now we are going to one tag here, that is h1 tag. H1 means heading 1. So 1 is the size, like how the size reduces. Suppose we go, h1 is like having a large like font size. When we give h2, this is having a low font size. And as we move further, like we go to the h7, then all like size get reduces. So now we are going h1 tag. So h1 tag, inside that we are going to put our message, that is this is this is our first website. Okay, cool. And once you done with the stuff, then you have to right click, and you have to open one extension here. I'll show you which one is this. So go to your extension tab and just type here live server. Okay, this tool, like this like extension you have to install. I already installed it, so I am not going to install it again. Okay, so once you install this server extension, then after right clicking, you will see this option open with live server. Okay, once you click on this, you will get redirected to this page, and you can see the message that we typed there. I'll arrange this into a half screen so that you can see the code also and the output also. So can you see that the message, that heading that we have given it, we can able to see that here also. Okay, so if you change the content, let's say we given websites here, so accordingly our content will get changed. So all the data is coming from this file to the like front end side. Okay, so we have a lot of tag here. This is h1. We have paragraph tag. Suppose inside the pep, you just have to type p, and it will like automatically fetch like what you want to say to the system. So p is a paragraph tag, and h1 is a heading tag. So whatever heading you have to do, so it goes to inside that h1 tag. And whatever the paragraph you have to do, like below the heading, then it goes to the paragraph tag. So I'm going to like type any random content here. So lorem 22 or lorem 32, if you type, then it will like fetch the random data accordingly. So this is the random data. I'm using alt z so that you can see all the content in one screen. So you can see like whatever the paragraph you are given here, you are going to like see this, correct? Okay, so officially we can say we develop our first website. Of course it is not looking good, but yeah, this is like beginning of the stuff. So this is the first website that we created, so congratulations for all. Okay, so we have a lot of like types here and a lot of like tags here. Okay, so we have another tag, that is bold tag. By giving b, we can do that. So this is bold. If we type, then you can see all the content are showing. This is in the bold format. It's in bold, right? If you are using like word and excel previously, then you know like what is bold. It's in like higher like it's visible to everyone, like okay. And we have another tag, that is italic tag. Okay, if you are given this is italic, then you can see this is in italic format. Cool. But the problem here is it is coming after that bold line, so it is continuing the line. Okay, so if we want to shift to the another line, we have option like br tag. So you can see this got shifted to the next line. So accordingly we can write and we can use. So this all about like trial and error, like new and like learn and practice stuff. Okay, so suppose I'll give what is html. If I give to brief idea, suppose we have one car here. Okay, so I go to my like tab again. Okay, I'll create one new tab for you. Okay, wait. So this is our new tab. So suppose you have your cars here. Okay, let's consider this is a car. I'm not good at sketching, so please ignore that. Okay, so let's take example of any house. Cool. So suppose you have your house. Okay, so the structure of the house is like HTML, we can say, like the pillars and the poles and pillars, that is scheduled, like the constraint, that is the part of the HTML. Like we can compare this stuff to the HTML. So later we have options like coloring and all, like what kind of like curtain we use, whatever the we can like do anything to make it stylish. So all this part goes to the CSS part. So basically HTML is just a structure, and whatever the coloring, or we are going to make it cool, we are going to stylish it, so that comes under the CSS part. So the website that we are developed, so it's not looking good, right? Correct. So this is creating problem for me, it is not looking good. So we have one another tag here, so that is called style tag. So make sure we are using the style tag inside head tag. Okay, so inside head there are two tags here, one in head tag and the second one is body tag. Correct. So inside body we return or content, or like whatever the content we have written, h1 tag, like bold tag, all this content goes to the body tag, and inside the head tag we are going to create one tag, that is style tag. Okay, so inside style tag we are styling something. Okay, so we don't want like whatever the okay, one second, I think we have style tag. Suppose we want to change something inside that. So this is our whole body tag, right? So we are going to target to the body part, and we're going to change the color of that same. So we have a background color, we can take it as black. Okay, so you can't see the like text that we are previously given, right? Because everything becomes black. Okay, so we are going to change the color of the font that we have written. So just we have color property here, so that is comes under white. Now I think it should look okay, cool. So in this way we can change the color. The property that we just done, that is style property, that comes under CSS part, and the structural way that we have developed, that's come under the HTML part. Okay, so suppose we have one tag like bold tag, and we want to change color of the same. So how can we target the same? Because like the body is targeting all the component, it's not like targeting to particular bold tag. So for that we have to give id to the particular component or tags. So we have id option, so that we can so we can like identify the same, like in future if you want to give something, so to that. So we have id tag. So let's take any name, random name. So we are taking bold as the id here. We can take any name here, and we are giving property to that bold. So although it's id, so that's why we are assigning into the we are targeting by using hash here. So if we targeted the same, and if we want to change the color of that same, suppose red, which let's take. So you can see the color of that bold statement will get changed. Can you see that? So by that way we can like shift the like color. We can change any accordingly. Like suppose we want to change any other, suppose we want to target to this italic tag, so we give id to this italic. So we can give any name. So for now, for the understanding, we are giving name as italic here. We can give any name here. Okay, and the same like previous, we are going to create one more property, that is italic. Make sure the name that you are given here and the below is same. If the name doesn't like match each other, you can't see the changes that you have made. And here we are giving the color like yellow, let's say, and that will do a task. You can see the color get changed. So accordingly we can do all the changes, and we can like play and like learn regarding the same. So if we go to the official website of that html references, so it's like html mdn. So you can see a lot of tags are here. So we have head tags, title tag, body tag, header tag, footer tag, and audio tag, image tag, lot of tag we have. So you have to play with that. So that's kind of your homework you can consider. So you have to go to the website, you have to use this tag in such a way. So I'll going to like use like few tags for you, and rest of the tags you have to do by your own. So that is homework for you. Okay, so let's make our website interesting. Okay, suppose we go to youtube.com. Okay, let's take any example. Okay, let it reload. And what can we search here? Let's take Fast and Furious, or any other we can type. So after that you got the video here. So once you click on the same, display here, and on the share you have iframe button. I'll show you. So this is the code we want. Okay, I'll show you again what I did. Okay, I just go to the share tab, then this is the embed tab is here. So if we click on the embed tag, we have to copy paste the code that is present here. And if you copy the iframe tag and we go to our website, that is the VS code that we open. Okay, after italic we are going to put this code.
इंग्लिश में
Okay,
है
suppose if you can see the video here in our website. So in that way we can like do any video, like we can redirect any video to our website. So it's fully functional, like you can see the video here. Okay, cool. So by this way we can add any videos into our website. And I just explained you like hidden tag, like paragraph tags. We have a lot of tags here. At last we have one option, that is footer tag. Okay, so this is footer. Okay, control Z, I missed it. So you can see this is the footer, it is coming at last of the like website. So in such a way you can like add anything, or you have to like play with this website. Like you have a lot of option here. Just go, just open your, create your file calling html index.html, and play accordingly. Like you will get to know, you'll learn a lot regarding the same. Okay, so coding is all about doing practice. Like you can't do coding just watching the videos and all. You have to practice by your own. Like once you practice you will get master in that. So that is the key point you can consider like forever for your life. So you have to practice it. Like you have to be cooperative, and you have to practice it. So that's the key to become successful in the coding sector. Okay, so for now I'm going to use one another tag for you, so that you will get like more confident in that. So I want one image, like whether, where should I go? I go to Amazon website. Okay, I just want one image to show in our website. So we go to this. I think this will looks good. Okay, okay, we just want URL of the same. Is there any chance we should get that? Okay, open a new tab. I think this will do a task. Okay, so we just copied the URL and we go into our website. After before footer that we're going to page, so we have image tag here. Okay, so in the src section we are going to put that URL that we copied. Okay, so I hope this will work. So you can see our website is visible, but it's not aligned. Okay, it's like it's now not in the format, it's in the big format. So for that we have to give width and height to the image that we are, so let's give width of 100 pixel. Again I'm giving just random number, don't have to worry about that. And we are going to give height of so our website, like see, you can see the image. I think it's become very small, so we give to 300. I think that will looks fine. Okay, so accordingly you can import any image, any video inside your like website. So the video that we imported, this is YouTube video, and if you import the YouTube video, then you have to use iframe. And suppose you have to use like normal video, then there is a tag called video tag. So again you have to give your URL here, and by doing that you can like be able to publish your video into your website also. So we have two tabs, two options here, by using like video tag and by using iframe for the YouTube videos. Suppose in any case you want to like show you any YouTube video. Suppose you develop your software and there is already a video has like made regarding the same, then you can show that video into your website. So this is how the stuff goes. So this tag, whatever the tag is mentioned in the MDN website, to all the tag you have to use. And this is kind of your homework, as I previously said. Okay. So after that, okay, I come to my notes, that the notes I made for me, for you also. So we see italic tag, we see we just saw the bold tag, we have underline tag also. I'll explain you that one. Okay. um so this is underlined portion. Okay. So if I minimize that, I'm going to close this tab, no need further. Okay. And if you go to our website, so this is the content that we just type, and it is having underline, if you can see. So by this way we can underline also, we can bold, we can italic, we can do underline, and we have a lot of functionality, like everything we can do in the HTML. So this website doesn't look that much cool, so we have to use like lot of CSS to make the like heading like in the center. And lot we can like change the font size, we can change the like the font weight, like we have a lot of functions here. So you have to like play with that. Okay. Okay, again, we have div tag. So div is basically a portion in that you write all your code. You can consider this like it's work like a container. Suppose whatever content you give inside that. So lorem 133 is again a, a keyword. By using that you can like create you can generate a random sentence. So I'm giving lorem 22, so it will generate a random 22 words for me. Okay, so you can see it got generated. And if you go to a website, you can see the lorem is coming here. Okay, so you can like target the div also, and you can play with that, like you can give any CSS particularly to that particular div. Suppose we want this div to uh, let's play with the CSS here. So I'm giving id to any random. Okay, let's give div name id here, and we are going to add one CSS here inside the head tag that I mentioned to you, same like previous that we are given. So what was our name? Div, right? If we are going to change the background color of the same, so you can see a lot of options we have, like you can play with that. Okay, for now we are going to change the background color, and that will be green, that we are given to give. Okay, you can see the background color of that div that we mentioned previously has got changed. So accordingly you have freedom to like do all your stuffs. So this kind you can make like website like this, or like this, like any type of website you can make regarding the same by using uh, this kind of simple stuffs. Okay, one more interesting website I have, that is HTML w3 school. And if you go to the website, you can see HTML tags. I need to find where it is. I got it. Okay, see, lot of tags are here. We have area tag, article tag, aside tag, audio tag. We just saw the bold text. Okay, so that is a B tag. We have like big and small tag also. So we have buttons also. Okay, so you have to play with that. Okay, now I'm going to show one thing, one interesting thing. Suppose you go to the facebook.com. If you go, and you can see there is a form portion is here. So you can type your email here, you have like password option here, and this is the button like login button and a new create new account button. So this kind of buttons we have, correct? So this like the structure of this website, the page that we are seeing like login page, that also got developed in the HTML only. So we are going to create one basic form structure so that you will get more proficiency in that. Okay, So for now, we are just going to remove all the code. Okay, and we are going to give our attribute, that is exclamation mark. We're going to put enter. Okay, and one more thing, if you see our website, then okay, let me give something so that you will get idea. This is our website. So we're going again, h2 tag we are given. So this is this is our website. Okay, cool. So if you can see, our website is here, right? Okay, see, you can see document is written here. It doesn't look cool, right? So ChatGPT has their own like ChatGPT name. Gmail has their own name. Okay, so HTML, this website has their own name. W3 having their HTML reference name, but our website is showing document doesn't look cool. So we need to modify that, right? So by using title tag, we have to modify the same. So my website I'm going to give, and if you see the changes here, see it got changed to my website. Okay, accordingly we can do a title of the website. Okay, now we are going to create one form here. Okay, we can consider as a login form. So I'm going to give one another attribute, that is h6, that is heading 6. So the size of the heading will be smaller with respect to the previous, that is h2. Okay, so we create one, we give like the next line. So let's give sign up page. Okay, okay, I think it's become very small, we can't see that, so we'll make the increase the size of the same. So let's take h3, that will be cool. Okay, it's visible, right? So sign up page. Later we are going to create one, we are going to use one tag, that is form tag. Form we have. Okay, we need post form. Okay, same like the website I we just saw, that the Facebook website, we are going to create one sign up form. Okay, so we have to return all the logic inside this form tag. Make sure you are written inside the form tag. Okay, so action is what, whatever the data you're fetching, whatever the data you fetching from this form, like the whatever content you are going to write inside this will push the data to the particular path, that may be www dot anything data you can give. But for now, any website URL you can give here. For now we're making just creating this empty here. Okay, and the form method is post. Okay, you don't have to worry about it, I'll come this to later. Okay, so here we're creating one label, that is username. Okay, okay, then we have one input tag here. So by using that, see, username, and we got option to type here. So this is input box, we can say. We can type anything here. Okay, cool. Now we move to the next line. How to move next line, I just told you. We have to use br tag. Okay, so after br we are just giving again a label, one again label. So that will be a password. Okay, so we got password label, and we are going to create one input tag here also. Input. So you can see the like username tab and the password tab. Also we are going to create one button here, so that whatever the data we fetch, like after clicking on the button, the data goes to the URL that we are going to set in the action part. Okay, so for the button, we have simple tag, that is button tag. Okay, and click here to sign up. Okay, see, if you can see, we have username, we password, click here to sign up. We want this this like button shift to the new line, so we have again br tag we have to use here. Okay, it got shipped, right? So After clicking, nothing happened. Like we haven't set the like action, like what it need to do, like after clicking on the same. So that's why it is giving the error. But if we go back, if we rerun the same, you will get our page, like whatever the page that we have set up. Okay, great. So how these things works? So what is method and what is post method? This is the website that, like this is the page that we just made. Okay, and we want, after clicking of this sign up button, whatever the content, okay, it is going again, because we have not set any value inside the action. Okay, I'll come to that part later. Won't you will under you won't understand the part right now. Okay, so after clicking of the suppose we have given username, okay, and we are given password. Okay, cool. After clicking of the button, we want the data should go to the server side. Okay, so we need to push the we need to give the URL here. Suppose what URL the data should get post. We have two methods here, get method and post method. So again, this is a like backend part. Once we learn to backend, I'll show you, I'll explain you what is get and what is post. Correct. So okay. Uh, if you wonder, there is one problem inside this website. The data that we are typing inside this password, it is able to show like this is not a good practice, right? If you go to the facebook.com, so whatever data we are printing, so it is in the bullet format. Okay, it is not visible for you. So how we can do that? So we have one more tag here, that is input password. See, I'll I'll comment on this. Okay. Okay, I think I commented wrong. Okay, now you can see whatever the data we are typing, it's in the bullet format. Like user can't able to see like what data he's or she is typing. Okay, by using such data, we can't like we can able to proceed to the next stage. Okay, so any question regarding the same? Any question or anything that you won't understand until yet? Yeah, so I can see the chat. Okay, so yeah, we can do that. Like we can set the session in bilingual model. Okay, that we can do that. Express is stand for routing API, or what is the question? Or only API. Okay, so we'll come to that part later. Like once we start learning the backend part, Dinesh. So I think it's a valid question. We'll come to that later on. Once we learn, we'll start learning on this part. Okay, so how can we define the position of the image? So we have a lot of a lot of functionality, a lot of property we have to define the image. So we come to that part once we start learning the CSS. Okay, so this is the CSS question. Anything that you won't understand, guys, that I just explained to you regarding the same? You have any questions? Okay, okay, Rohit, you have any questions? Okay, so Arya is asking the question, what is the use of Express.js? Okay, so Aryan, so Node.js we are using for the logical part, the logic that we are going to build. Okay, and the APIs that we are going to create server, that the server creating part, the API building part, that was done in the Express.js. So basically, Express.js is a framework of Node.js, you can consider. So Node.js, it's a Node.js is a parent, and Express.js is a like library of the same. So Express.js give us a lot of functionality to make our work like easier. So that is the difference between two. RH. I hope you. I hope I given your question and answer right. So any questions? I hope you understood everything. Okay, Aryan, we come to that part later. Like you're asking about web sockets and all. Like this is like far away, from the HTML that we just learned. So, okay, a web socket is basically we used to interact like live interaction with like chatting app, and in that matter we use that. Okay, so Okay, Deepak, you have any question? You raise your like hand since so long. Deepak,
यस सर।
you have any question? You raised your hand like.
सर क्लासेस जो होते हैं सर हिंदी इंग्लिश मैगजीन में होते हैं सर।
Uh, क्या दीपक?
सर क्लासेस जो चल रही है अभी हमारी इंग्लिश में चल रही है, हिंदी और इंग्लिश दोनों मैगजीन में होगी।
हाँ हाँ, हिंदी में होगी, हिंदी में होगी, कोई दिक्कत
सर
नहीं।
अभी तो सर इंग्लिश में चल रहा है सब कुछ कंटेंट।
हाँ हाँ ठीक है, वी कम टू दैट, लाइक हिंदी में स्विच करेंगे हम।
ओके सर,
ओके।
थैंक यू।
हाँ हाँ। ओके, तो अब तक सब कुछ क्लियर हुआ होगा, आई होप। ओके ठीक है। तो आज का आप लोगों का होमवर्क यही है कि आप दिस वेबसाइट पे जाओ, एमडीएन HTML वेब डॉक्स करके एमडीएन की वेबसाइट है। यहाँ पे जो भी टैग्स है इसको यूज करो, एंड टुमारो वी विल सी लाइक व्हाट यू हैव डन लाइक। एंड इफ आई फाइंड इट लाइक, अगर मेरे को कोई बढ़िया से कोई वेबसाइट अगर मिली कि किसी ने बनाई हुई होंगी, तो मैं उसको शाउट आउट दूंगा लाइव क्लास में, ठीक है। सो ऑल्दो ये अपना फर्स्ट डे था, तो आई थिंक फर्स्ट डे के लिए इतना काफ़ी है मेरे हिसाब से। एनी क्वेश्चन वगैरह हो आप लोगों, तो आप पूछ सकते हो मेरे को, ठीक है।
सर अगले बार से हिंदी में बता दिए कीजिएगा।
हाँ हाँ ठीक है, ओके सनी।
सर
ओके। यस।
सर मैं ये बोलना चाह रही हूँ सर, हिंदी में क्या आप लेक्चर नहीं ना, ओनली आप